So, got a host friend here. He's multi-talented. He's a hybrid. So what we're gonna do is we're actually gonna walk over here, and I gotta get this guy a mic real quick because there's a guy I know that's about to perform.
Mic check 1, 2.
Shout out to all my stage hands in the audience.
Yeah.
People who wear all black make it happen. Y'all know what I'm talking
AKA Justincredible. My name is Justin Lang, aka Justincredible, aka Mr. realpassionflow, and I have been involved with the arts in some way, shape, or form for pretty much my whole life. You're talking almost 25 years plus. So as far as my history with music, my mother played the violin, my father sung, my grandfather on my father's side, he was a great saxophone player. He was in a traveling group and also at one point played with Duke Ellington. So that was pretty dope. In middle school, I played the trumpet. Also, I played the snare drum, the xylophone. My parents raised me off of good soul music, good R&B, good gospel music. So you're talking Michael Jackson, the Vandross. You're talking a little Prince here and there. You're talking Fred Hammond, Israel, Kirk Franklin. My dad even introduced me to Queen, which is the greatest rock group ever created, by the way. So I was really exposed to some really, really good music early on, and my parents had real good taste. So as far as creative writing goes, I started journalizing and writing poetry here and there in about 10th grade. And so I'm talking about your typical complaints of a teenager in high school. So I'm talking about, my parents, I can't stand them, they get on my nerves, they're too strict. Oh, this girl broke up with me, does she love me, nah, forget about it. Oh, I feel alone. Express some depression and discrepancies in life, but all in all, just your typical teenager experience and typical teenager complaints and heartbreak. I had some of my teachers and some of my classmates take a look at it. They gave me a little respect, they thought that it was good. That gave me a boost of confidence very early. It's very, very important to have something in its infant stage to be cultivated, to be protected, and to be nurtured so that it can grow and blossom the right way. So that really did a lot for me. Now fast forward to my 11th grade year, I met up with some other classmates who happened to be conceited from Wildin' Out. We all happened to rap in the same garage in Miramar, Florida. So I saw them dropping tracks, Drew, just that whole crew, and they were getting a lot of respect in high school from girls, from other guys, and I heard them, I was like, this is really dope that they're dropping mixtapes all the time, they're rapping really nice. At this point, I'm loving Bone Thugs and Harmony, DMX, P. Diddy, Biggie, Tupac, anything that was playing on the radio that was a hit, I was loving it as far as rap. So I felt like I could rap because I can write and express myself, and I had that energy. I was always in school plays and volunteering to do stuff. I was always a class clown and kind of a performer from the beginning. So linked up with them, started dropping some mixtapes. They explained to me the structure of rap, how to put my bars together, how to put the swag on it, how to put my metaphors and punchlines together, and I started to build my confidence there. Won a competition, Broward County Fair's first annual freestyle battle contest. It was hosted by 99 Jams. That was awesome. Went to UCF, moved from South Florida to the University of Central Florida in Orlando, and while I was there with Ben Fraser's Casino at the time, we won some competitions in 2006, 2007. I was making intros for DJs, DJ Chino, and other radio personalities. And in 2010, 2011, I linked up with a poetry troupe called Amped Poets, and they really taught me imagery and another side of poetry. They exposed me to master poets like Jasmine Mans and Joshua Bennett and Carmen's Lassant from the Straddles Row. So that was really dope, exposed me and really matured me and took my writing to another level, in my opinion. I've traveled with Clean Money Music. We've traveled as a group, AMP, from Atlanta, Houston. I've traveled to New York several times to perform on Harlem Week. I've completed 3 albums so far. Art Imitating Life is the theme of all of my projects because I really believe that like the best material comes from real life. And speaking of real life, I wrote a book called Real Life University recently, and being an author took my writing and editing to another level as well. I had to use another portion of my creative brain. And as far as creativity, I've linked up in 2020 with ACA, Atlantic Center for the Arts in New Smyrna Beach. And we have done arts and wellness campaigns online and in person. I've written custom projects for local small businesses and larger national businesses, Fortune 100 companies. And as an arts ambassador and creative arts teacher at ACA, I love pouring into the next generation, making sure that the artists of today and the artists of tomorrow, that they are embracing who they are, embracing their journey, embracing their story, making sure that their confidence is built, that they have mentorship, that they are motivated and inspired to complete projects, to keep on going, to be true to who they are, and to master their craft, love themselves, and to do great things.
Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready for your next performer? I don't know if you heard me right. I said, are you ready for your next performer? With over 17 years of creative writing experience and onstage performance experience, Justin Lang, also known as Justincredible, can capture the attention of any size within 60 seconds. He's known for 3 words: real, passion, and flow. Justin believes art should imitate life. With 12 years of teaching and counseling experience, he's the author of Real Life University, the most relevant hardcore life lessons for anyone under 40. Justin is currently an educator and guidance counselor for the Orange County Public School System. He is also an arts ambassador and creative arts teacher for Atlantic Center of the Arts. Also, on a personal level, one of my brothers, been there through the highest moments of my life and the lowest moments of my life. One of my favorite people on the entire planet. He's everything that he says that he is. New Smyrna Beach, y'all make some noise, start clapping it up right now. Start clapping it up right now. He is Justincredible!
What is a miracle? It's believing the impossible, defeating all your obstacles. Like March 25th, me leaving the hospital. Or January 1st, 2007, handguns in my face, point blank, none on my waist. Or 2010, when cops followed me. Wrong identity, about to put an end to me. Or when mom and pop stopped me from jumping off the balcony. 10 stories when the devil hounded me. Every time that I breathe, it's a miracle. So this is literal, physical, and spiritual. From scraping couch change to buy groceries, to me and my wife taking trips overseas. I'm real rap raw, nothing changed, still at it. Hard to kill, balls of steel, feels classic. Nah, still matic, smart skill practice, hard will passion. God still has some miracles. Let's get into this thing. So, this one is dedicated to students who have parents who are not millionaires, who are not billionaires. Yeah, me too. This is dedicated to students who possibly live in rough neighborhoods. This is dedicated to students that their parents may have to work really, really, really hard to make sure that things are taken care of. Don't you ever be ashamed. Pay attention to the method of the game that's embedded in your brain. I know this world left you at the bottom of the bucket, and they want to see you drown, but you got to raise above it. Even if it means not to the public, social media, not the topic of discussion. I don't want to see your hood fights on the internet. I want to see you getting checks, praise for your intellect, pulling up to your high school intellects, working part-time pay plus benefits, recognizing survivors in your bones, and you shine because the diamonds in your soul. I know you probably tired of seeing these armed robberies, blood crip, Mexican mafia robberies. Mom's working 9 to 5 and Pop's working 5 to 3, but still living in poverty. Getting home around the time that it's time to eat. Trying to eat around the time that it's time to sleep. Stomach and knots this week. Thought about hustling rocks for cheap. Told yourself that that's not for me. Consciously, you said you never be a statistic or fulfill another prejudice prophecy. You staying true to yourself on these blocks and streets. Even if it means you can be shot to cease. 100, little youngin', I just want to tell you that you mean a lot to me. More than diamond rings or designer jeans. Carrots on my chain, good credit to my name. What I'm trying to say is, y'all are precious blessings, no question. Worthy of love, respect, and protection. The same education as the Hamptons. Same economic and local community advancement. Someone to tell you you're beautiful, you're handsome. You're worthy of a dope, I love you anthem. Cause even Jesus was ghetto fab and he was helping a lost get home like a yellow cab. So children of the ghetto, keep your head up high. Don't be afraid to cry. Don't be ashamed to try, cause you were made to fly. Children of the ghetto, keep your head up high. Don't be afraid to cry. Don't be ashamed to try, cause you were made to fly. Thank you. Thank you. All right, so, because I want to get into these breakout sessions, y'all. You're going to love them. I got one more for you. Here we go. So this one, all right, I'm going to say it. I'm going to be representing the state of Florida for a national poetry slam competition. So I'm getting ready. This is one of my, bombs I gotta do. All right, so this one is suspenseful. I love suspense movies. I love suspense shows. I love it, like the twists and turns. You don't know what's gonna happen from one scene to the next. I love that. You're all up in it. One bad part about it is that I put myself in the position of the main characters. So when they're doing the twists and turns, I'm like, oh, wow! So I'm really into it as well. So it gives me a little anxiety, so it makes me worried every twist and turn. I'm in the twist and turn. So this one right here is about anyone, no matter what stage or level in your career in the arts, or even personally, whatever place you find yourself in, if you feel like you're on top one day and you don't feel on top the next day, if you feel like you're just working hard, you believe in yourself, you have confidence, you have a few doubts, but things are just not clicking, you're not making the right connections, things are just not happening exactly how you want them to happen, you're not getting that big break just so far, and you're feeling a little frustrated. So, if you can do me a favor, close your eyes if you need to, but I want you to picture yourself as this suspense movie. This is a ride in my journey as a creative so far. So here we go. It's called Come On. Mark my words. I will stay down till I come up. I will work hard and dream up. Because I know a whole lot about being rejected, disrespected. Like your destiny has been intercepted, nobody's checking for your press kit. They don't fool with your music because it's too eclectic, nothing to step with. Radio say it ain't the best fit because it don't sound like the next hit, won't make it to the request list. Now you regret everything you've invested. People flooding you with bloody suggestions and questions. And a pool of piranhas getting your flesh bit. Shark infested, dark no exits. Comments on the internet got you feeling neglected. Wasn't what you expected? Now you introspective. Smoking Newports, coming up with new thoughts on how will I survive in this game, carry the blue torch. Black and miles, blacking out for a few minutes. Black and proud, acting wild was a true menace. A young general, a lieutenant, trust I got on the whole armor of God. This is not a facade. I studied this rap game. Loaded all of my secret weapons in 2007, they called me Batman. The king anointed me to bring rap justice. But I ain't 5'0" and I'm not Nas, yo. I'm just staying in my lane, trabajando, cada año. And y'all know, me llamo, el africano, americano. Oye, con increíble sí es posible. No necesitan brutos terribles. Todo el mundo juntos, believe me, DJ. Don't you ever compare somebody to me, see, I'm an entirely different species. A little up north flavor, a little geeky, part human, part Marvel, part DC. I got my flows from Fiji. A gallon of greatness, leader of luxury. Fortune 100 companies couldn't afford a cup of me. In this game, LeBron James couldn't block me. Mayweather can never box me at his top speed. Major record labels can't stop me. They can't control me. They can't clone me. They can't copy. So go and ask any cardiologist. They can tell you that I put my heart in all of this. This is beyond profit and politics. This is bigger than critical validation and industry adaptation. Because right now, there's too many ignorant opinions from critics. Too many publications with conflicts of interest in it. Too many social media mentions instead of lyrics. Too many people confusing classic with what's trending. Who said hip-hop couldn't be revived? Who said every fan is deaf, dumb, and blind? Who said all rappers lack the message and glorify crime? Who said Florida artists couldn't shine? Who said Justincredible didn't have to grind? Did they see my anxiety issues in Pembroke Pines back in 1999? Could they take a look at my checking account in 2009 when I could barely scrape to save a dime? Who said I'm too late past my prime and right now ain't my time? Who said I ain't one of a kind? Who said I ain't one of the greatest writers of all times, dead or alive? Who said that God didn't bless me with a beautiful mind and this wasn't all part of his divine design? Whoever told you that, you pay them no mind. You know they lying. I'm Justincredible, aka Mr. Real Passion Flow. Mark my words. I will stay down till I come up. I will work hard and dream up.
Once again, back, it's the incredible. Show your love for Justin Lang. Justincredible, one more time. Make some noise.
All right, you all. We are going to split this room up. There's going to be three breakout sessions / workshop sessions.